Today in our studios we have a very successful gentleman. He's a very old friend of mine, and he runs a real estate company, real estate brokerage successfully, also running a mortgage company. So I've invited him today to our studios. So he owns and runs Search Realty, Search Mortgages. So let me introduce you to our friend Sterling Wong. Welcome to the studio, Sterling.
Thanks for having me, Asfar.
Thank you very much. I know you're a busy man, and even the last minute, we were just waiting for you, to come to the studio, and you were just trying to probably broker some deal or something like that. You're a big man, a busy guy. So that's nice. So thank you once again. Thank you very much. Sterling, I would like you to, because you've been in this business for some time now, and you're the broker of record for Search Realty, and you also have probably a mortgage company on the side. So you're managing a lot of companies and managing a lot of agents and people and staff. So obviously you're always busy. So I would like you to tell our viewers about yourself, about your business and all that. So over to you, Sterling.
Thank you. So Search Realty is it's a community-based brokerage, and we specialize in connecting home buyers and sellers with agents in real time.
Okay. And how long have you been involved with Search Realty? Because you're the owner, you set it up, and how long has it been for?
We started in 2012, so this year is our 10-year anniversary.
Okay. And how long have you been in the business for?
In the business since 2005, I was doing mortgages, and then 2007 started real estate.
Okay. So you were with Remax before, and then you set up your own company. So I mean, you how many agents do you have? You have I think a big population of agents, I believe.
Yeah, roughly a little over 300.
Yeah, that's a big number. That's a big number. Okay. So anything else you would like to share with us before I talk to you about the current situation, market situation? You also, I mean, very much involved into financing and mortgages. So tell our viewers about what's going on with the mortgage situation right now.
Yeah, so as you know, we have our sister company, Search Mortgage. We do the residential and commercial mortgages. In terms of what's going on in the market right now, interest rates, the Bank of Canada did recently increase the rates again. This should be the last increase. If they do increase it, any additional in the future, it may have some negative impacts in our market that we probably won't see till 2023. Because
there's already a lot of controversy, I mean, and a lot of people are saying, or even the specialists and the economists are saying that the Bank of Canada is not doing right. All of a sudden, two big jumps, and that's going to hurt the economy down the road. Because I personally feel that as we are in this profession, in this field, and I think Bank of Canada should have done that about a year ago, or probably 6 or 8 months ago, and in small bits and pieces, that would not have hurt the buyer or the market, and the gradual increase over a period of time would have been, I think, a wiser and better thing to do. But they didn't take any action for 2.5 years, and when the things went out of control, then all of a sudden they jumped into the scene and started increasing mortgage rates. So I don't think so. It is a very rational kind of a policy or approach. What do you say?
Yeah, I think they kind of have to do that with the amount of money they were printing over the pandemic. They need to offset the inflation rates, but right now it's still historically low interest rates. So I'd still advise our clients to still don't make this a deciding factor when purchasing a home. Still is historically low, really low.
It's really low, rates. Yeah. And it's a buyer's market. Buyers are getting great deals these days. Yeah. And I think the buyers who are thinking at this point in time, or just sitting on the fence, or just gone on sideline to wait further. I think because the Canadian market largely depends on real estate industry and immigrants. So, you never know when it's going to rebound. It may take a few months, but eventually it's a temporary phase. And it's the Korean real estate market is going to rebound, and going to rebound, big time, as we have seen in the past. So, the buyers, who've been waiting, because during the last couple of years, the majority of the people or the buyers could not get the property of their choice, or probably they were beyond their reach and affordability. So this is the time to jump in, and there's a big choice right now, because in the past we didn't have any choice. The multiple offers were going on. There were, lesser inventory, more buyers. So it was a seller's market. Now it has tilted towards the buyers. So that there are more inventory, there are more properties for sale, and the buyers can pick and choose. And you will also get a great deal, because there's a correction in the market. And my advice, because I'm also, as you know, that I'm a certified investment advisor, and my advice to you, to the buyers, is that you must not wait. Just get into the market and get the property of your choice at a great price, and the great deals are going on.
Yeah.
So you think that Bank of Canada, because as there's a lot of controversy going on, and all the specialists, most of the specialists and economists are going against this rate hike, and they said, that's it, if you've done it, don't do it. Do you think that Bank of Canada plans to increase the rate further?
I hope not. I hope this is the last one. Everything happened so fast, over a couple of weeks.
It was insane. It was crazy, totally. This is not the way, your economies are managed or run, and this is not the way industry is run or managed. There are certain norms of doing it, and you go slow, gradually you go. If you increase another 0.5%, what are you going to do? I just fail to understand. So they need to work on this. They need to have some kind of a vision and planning, which I think the majority of the Canadians lack. And okay, so you have a big, number of agents. 300 plus is a large number, And how do you manage them?
With a great team of leadership, systems, and listening to the voice of the agents, seeing what they need to support their business, kind of systems, and like I said, a great team.
How many offices do you have right now?
One head office and 5 satellite offices.
Okay. Because now most of because people, they're working from home, this is kind of but in our profession, industry, most of the agents, they normally work from home, or they have their probably small office somewhere else, they pull in. So having an office at the premises, only I think few agents go for it. So because after this pandemic, I think this work from home situation has increased, and the people would like to work from home, and they avoid going to the offices and all that. So everything is online now. I remember when I started this, got into this business about 20 years ago in real estate. We used to type every offer, then we used to print out 4 copies, then either we call the client to our office, or we used to go to their homes, or at a mutual meeting place for signatures and all that. And there used to be a physical offer presentation. So, and then all the sign backs and everything. Now everything has changed.
Yeah.
Technology has played, a very dramatic role in the process, or in the businesses. Now everything is online.
Yeah.
You do everything. We have e-forms, you have e-signatures, e-documents, and you don't even see the agent. I mean, even if you're representing the buyer, even the listing agent or the buyer's agent. I mean, we don't even know. We don't even meet them, and the deal is done. So technology it changed totally. You know, it's totally changed the total overall complexion of the business.
Yeah, definitely.
So, as I've already said that it is the buyer's market, but what do you see? I mean, what is the current situation, and where are we heading towards? What is the future forecast?
Well, you know, we've mentioned that it's happening so fast, and right now what we're experiencing is a normal market. You actually see sign backs now, and you know, we like as agents, we like normal market. Like what we saw before was not normal, and it can get very frustrating for, you know, a buyer agent to, you know, run around and get drained out, and then we have buyer's fatigue. So, you know, the Bank of Canada, they're meeting more frequently to adjust the rate. Gas prices through the roof. I think their target is to have less consumer spending, having it affect stocks, cryptocurrencies, and now eventually they're gonna, you know, the real estate prices are gonna be affected. But yeah, like you said, I think it's a great time for a buyer to enter the market right now. So they're not in that bidding war, and
yeah, because this is probably I would say it is a kind of a normal market, because I remember that, I mean, in olden days, I'll talk about it. I think we'll have to go for a short break, because I'm going to talk about the current market situation. People said that okay, it is something we're heading towards some crash. No, nothing of that sort. I've been in this business for almost 20 years, and this is a normal market that what we've been dealing with, or we've been playing in. So I'll talk about it. Let's go for a short break. Stay with us. Hello viewers, welcome back to the Realtors Cafe, and thank you for staying with us. So in our studios we have a very energetic and dynamic broker of record of search realty, Sterling Wong. So we'll talk to Sterling Wong. Before the break, I was talking to you about the market. The current market, I think I would term it as a normal market, because as I told you that we have seen during the past, I mean, normal markets, you put up a property for sale, and it used to take time to sell, you know, 60 to 90 days in certain situations, 120 days, but 60 to 90 days probably that's the average. You could say 30, 45 days to 60 or 70 days, that's the average selling time for any property in a normal and a stable market. But during the last few years, the market has been very, very crazy and insane, all the time upward and favoring the sellers. So that's why now, Sterling, I would like to share it with you that now the sellers are used to that kind of a habit, that you list the property and it's sold within no time. But now it's not happening, because it is the balanced market right now, and we see that a lot of listings are available in the market too. So now the properties are taking time to sell, but I think the majority of the sellers, they are still in that frame of mind. Oh, why it's not selling? Why it's not going anywhere? Oh, it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, or for a month. So they kind of get panicky or kind of impatient. So this is, I mean, I've seen it. This is my personal experience. I've seen that, you know, a lot of sellers are getting impatient that why the property is not selling. I think there are a few things which, I mean, you can highlight on that. That in this kind of market situation, first, I mean, you have to be patient. Secondly, you have to price it right. Okay? Correct. And you know, I mean, if you're looking at this, there's a correction in the market. There's no doubt about it. And there's a price adjustment, because the prices went, I mean, they were, I mean, on the rise for the last 2.5 years, you know, and there was no stopping. So now this kind of, I mean, you could see there's a bar, or there's a correction in price, which is natural. I mean, what do you say about it?
Yeah, you know, over the pandemic, the pandemic boom, we've seen sellers, I call it, they hit the real estate lottery, where they've just, you know, made an extra 100, 200, 300,000 on their property, and now that's not the case, and they just have to speak to their real estate agent and kind of, you know, say, hey, what's going on in my neighborhood? And when you mentioned pricing it, they have to now price it at the most recent sold comparable, or slightly below their neighbor's house that just recently sold. And I think that's what's going to yield them the 30 to 60 days and days on market, and now marketing is very important. Now, if the agent, the marketing your agent does will be the difference between, you know, selling your home faster and at top dollar. I think sellers, yeah, they just have to kind of adjust and kind of move with the market. I think we've already seen a 26% dip in the average house price. So I think we're going to go back to 2017 prices and then work our way back up the graph.
Yeah, because the way the prices went up, there was also, I mean, kind of insane. You know, it was not fair and justifiable. You know, I mean, I've known so many people. I mean, in 6 months' time, or even 4 months' time, you're making $500,000 on a property. I mean, what is this? This is not natural. It was not, I mean,
yeah,
there was no rational, and the prices were going up and people were buying like vultures, you know?
Yeah.
And, so if somebody has made $500,000 during the last 6 months or 1 year, and if there's a price correction of $200,000, still he's making $300,000. So, I mean, you have to look at it from that aspect. But there's a loss in your profit. You're not losing everything, but the loss in your profit. That you have to understand.
Yeah, and I think during this transition time of when the market kind of took a dip past 2, 3, 4 weeks, we did notice like the buyers, they did notice that, hey, you know, I purchased this property at, you know, $800,000, and now it's worth $700,000, and I put a $50,000 deposit. I'm just going to kind of walk away, take my losses. I think we've seen a little bit of that, and appraisals have been coming in rather short. And I think we won't see the trickle effect of that until summertime. But all goes back to leveling out.
It was so kind of, I couldn't understand what was going on. I just give you one example. I want to share it with my friends who are watching this program. There was one townhouse listed in Milton. Milton prices went very high. Milton is the worst hit right now, let me tell you frankly. So, listed for $899. I mean, in the southern part of Milton. I'm not gonna give the address. So nice. I mean, townhouse, newer one, probably 1 year new or something like that, 6 months. Listed for $899. I looked at it. I said, this, and he's asking for offer presentation on such and such. I said, this guy already listed at $899, a townhouse in Milton. Now he's looking for multiple, offers, and he is, probably thinking of, or he's planning to sell it over $899. So I said, okay, I need to watch and observe this property. So I kept all my cameras on. I said, let me observe this, what's going to happen. So on the offer presentation date, nothing happened on this. Already when you update, it takes a day or two. Next day I checked, it's been 2 days. A friend of mine called me. He said, sir, I was browsing the system, so I have come across this property, and it's for $899. So can you please find out if it's still available? We can put up an offer. I called up the listing agent. I said, what's happening with this property? Yeah, it is sold. I said, what do you mean it's sold? It's been 3 days, or over your offer presentation date. So it's beyond that time. So you haven't updated the system. He said, yeah, we're going to do it. I'll let you know in the evening. I said, $899. Who's going to pay you $899 for this townhouse in Milton? In the evening, he called me. He said, yes, we'd received a deposit. That's why I was not. So we sold it for 1.25. I said, what? So
Yeah.
this what was happening in those days, you know?
Yeah, a lot.
People just went crazy, and we used to tell people, okay, just cool down, just behave. I mean, but people were just, especially the buyers, were just getting out of control. They just wanted to grab this property, and I mean, 300,000-400,000, $500,000 over asking was a normal thing.
Yeah, the
In
FOMO.
Brampton, look at the prices in Brampton. Skyrocketed. They went. I think in the GT area, Brampton, I think was the area which has seen the most pricing. The skyrocketing pricing was Brampton, and the most price hike. I think it was in Brampton. You know, so this is what was happening, and it was really. It's beyond someone's comprehension. This is what's going on. So if that guy who bought that for 1.25, or who sold that property for 1.25, their property has come down in price a couple of $1,000. So nothing to worry about. If you are an end user and you bought that property for yourself, then you don't have to worry about it. The price is going to go back. Even if you're an investor, nothing to worry about, because this is a temporary phase. And the moment market rebounds, then you will not be able to find a property. Let me tell you honestly, that's why I always tell my buyers, you know, the prospective buyers, don't wait, okay? Just jump and buy the property. And I always say that, don't wait to buy property, buy and then wait. So this is the natural thing, you know. Okay, so coming back to your Search Realty, so you also have Search Mortgages. So you're also you own that company.
Yeah, Search.
You are the principal broker for that.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. We have roughly 40 agents there, and yes, we have Search Corp is the parent company, and we have Search Realty, Search Mortgage, and Leads on Demand. Leads on Demand is connecting home buyers, sellers, and people who are looking for a mortgage. We connect them directly with real estate agents.
Okay. Okay. So you also have a very a lot of people talk about your lead program. You have a search lead program. Can you tell our because this program is being watched by the whole world, okay? It goes on satellite, IPTV, everywhere. So it's not only that the general public is watching, a lot of our realtor friends are watching too. So would you like to tell our realtor friends about your search lead program?
Sure, yeah. So lead generation is what we've been doing since 2007, and our whole mantra is generating leads deep in the sales cycle, and giving agents a measurable and scalable way to grow their business. So an agent can log in and order any quantity of leads in any city that they're looking for, and they're guaranteed to be real and guaranteed to be in their city. So they just order, you know, you can say, I'm looking for 50 Richmond Hill buyers and another 30 Toronto home seller leads, and then within 24 hours you start to get the leads. And if they are not real, you can return them. And the way the model works is we have a free lead model and we have a paid lead model, and they all are targeted for reducing the prospecting time for an agent. So we could talk about looking at a lead. So a lead, home buyer lead, for example, you see name, number, and email, and we got them from Facebook or maybe a weight loss website. And then you see a name, number, email as well, like to the realtor, looks like name, number, email, name, number, and email. But the other one was captured through a Google search. So somebody here is typing in, I'm looking for a detached home, a 3-bedroom detached home with a pool. And this person was looking at their friend's vacation photos. So, you know, the person who's filling out that form, they're not they might not even be looking for a house. They could be just in the research phase. Where this one on Google, this guy is looking for a 3-bedroom home in Mississauga with a pool. So they're, you know, the stat is 95% targeted, and that's why Google is where Google is. These leads are obviously more expensive. These Facebook ones are obviously more cheap. But when you're a realtor, you're just looking at name, number, and email. Name, number, and email, they look the same. So the intent is the big differential. And so, you know, for all the real estate agents out there looking for lead providers, you should trust your lead provider and know where they're getting the lead, because we also have an exclusivity clause. So an agent will be the only one working that lead. If you go to a lead provider, third party, you know, they're probably reselling that lead to multiple agents, and you have various agents calling them.
That's great. So in order to learn that, I think my realtor friends, you need to join Search Realty in order to get more into it. And thank you very much, Sterling, for coming to our show. And it's been a pleasure talking to you. And any message you would like to convey? Sterling Wong, I would like you to give your contact details. You know, if any sellers or buyers would like to, seller wants to sell or buyers want to buy, or any realtor friends would like to thinking of switching a brokerage, or newly licensed agents looking for a brokerage to work with, I think check out Search Realty. So we'd like to Sterling, give our viewers your contact details, something like that.
Sure, yeah. Realtors can find us at searchrealtycareers.com, and buyers and sellers can find us at searchrealty.ca.
Okay, but searchrealty.ca
that's the website.
That's the website. So when you visit the website, you can find all the details, so they can contact you. I mean, you have your number on the website, so
yeah,
that's life is easy and simple. So thank you very much for coming to Realtors Cafe, Sterling Wong.
No problem.
So dear viewers, I hope you must have enjoyed this program, because the purpose of my show is to dish out the kind of information or the knowledge and whatever is happening in the market, and what are the processes involved in buying a property or selling a property, in mortgages, obtaining a good mortgage deals and all that. So that is the whole purpose of this show. So please keep sending us your emails. We have received your emails. We keep receiving your emails, and you please keep shooting your emails to us. Our email address is voiceoftorontotv@gmail.com. voiceoftorontotv@gmail.com. So until next time, bye bye from Asfar Tahir.